For many people, financial independence is a goal. It usually entails having enough savings, investments, and cash on hand to afford the lifestyle you choose for yourself and your family, as well as a growing nest that will enable you to retire or follow the vocation of your choice without being constrained by a yearly salary. Unfortunately, too many people fail to achieve it. They are burdened with increasing debt, financial emergencies, profligate spending, and other issues that thwart them from reaching their goals. Then, there are unexpected events such as a hurricane or earthquake or pandemic that overturn plans and reveals holes in their safety nets that weren't visible before. Trouble happens to nearly everyone, but in this video, we will be going on ahead and introduce you to 6 steps and strategies to help you reach financial freedom. Number 1. Set life goals. To you, what does financial freedom entail? A general desire for it is to make a goal, so narrow it down. Make a list of how much money you should have in your bank account, the lifestyle you want to live, and when you want to reach it. The more explicit your goals are, the more likely you are to achieve them. Setting short, medium, and long-term financial objectives is a crucial step toward financial stability. You're more inclined to spend more than you should if you're not working toward a defined goal. When you need money for unforeseen obligations, not to mention when you want to retire, you'll be short on cash. You may be trapped in a vicious cycle of credit card debt, believing that you will never have enough money to properly insure yourself, leaving you more susceptible than necessary to deal with some of life's key hazards. Even the most cautious individuals cannot anticipate every calamity, as the globe discovered during the pandemic and as countless families learn each month. Thinking forward allows you to work through a problem. Thinking ahead allows you to sort through potential scenarios and do your best to prepare for them. This should be a continuous process so that you can adapt your life and goals to the inevitable changes. Number 2. Stop borrowing money. This is the first and most critical step to starting your debt-free journey. There will be no more credit card swipes, loans, or new debt. Borrowing can be a quick and easy approach to get something that might otherwise take a long time to save for. When purchasing a home, for example, a mortgage permits you to remain in your home while paying off the loan. But borrowing may not always be the best option for you, whether you're planning a significant purchase like a car, getting married, or you need additional income to deal with family emergencies or pay for education. The most fundamental shift you must make is in your attitude about money and debt. You must comprehend the true cost of swiping a credit card and taking out additional loans in order to avoid digging yourself deeper into debt. Make the decision to live on a cash basis while you make the necessary changes. Debt consolidation and balance transfer aren't a priority right now because you're still in the early stages. You don't want to trade one type of debt for another unless you know what you're up against and you have a strategy in place. Number 3. Track your spending. One of the most important aspects of keeping a debt-free journey is keeping track of your expenses. Keeping track of your costs, also known as transactions, isn't difficult. It's a habit. And like other key habits such as flossing, it takes some effort and repetition to transitioning from attempting to remember to doing it naturally. Why should you track your spending? We've only scratched the surface here, so let's go a little deeper. Because let's face it, if all you do at the beginning of each month is put down planned budget lines, you're not holding yourself accountable to stick to them. This is how many of us started budgeting. It's a start, at least. It's helpful to have an idea of where money should go. However, if you aren't keeping track of your spending, you will have no idea where your money is actually going. You'll run the danger of creating unrealistic budgets and never meeting your financial goals. There are various ways to keep track of your costs. A written ledger or tracking system is one of the most basic. Budgeting software that integrates with an app to manage costs on your phone may be even more convenient. You'll be able to keep up while on the road. It's critical to understand how to keep track of your costs in a notebook. It can also assist you in becoming more aware of your spending habits and where you spend your money. Number 4. Pay off credit cards in full. In an ideal world, no one would ever carry a credit card balance. Carrying a balance usually means paying interest on your purchases, which means anything you bought will cost you more than it should. Carrying a load hurts your credit score, so it's ideal to pay off your debt in full each month. The penalty of not paying in full each month is determined by the size of your balance compared to your credit limit. The amount of available credit you have used or credit usage is a significant element in your credit score. It accounts for around 30% of your entire score, second only to payment history. Paying off your debt in full each month shows that you are living within your means. To put it another way, you're not using credit cards to supplement your income. Rather, you're using them to spend the money you already have. This is the most reliable indicator of overall financial well-being. Number 5. Create automatic savings. Setting up an automatic savings plan removes the guesswork from monthly savings. If you're ready to set up your savings game, it's time to discover how to set up an automated savings plan and why it's such a great tool for money management. Because it's liquid and easy to access, a savings account can be a good place to hold your emergency fund. You can earn a competitive yearly percentage yield if you save in a high-yield savings account. Savings accounts are also handy for short and long-term goals like a vacation or a down payment on a property. It's easy to set up an automatic savings plan. A recurring deposit checking account into a connected savings account is already set up. The frequency of the deposit is mostly determined by how frequently you get paid and your own preferences. If you're paid bi-weekly on Fridays, for example, you may set up an automatic deposit from your checking account to your savings account the following Tuesday. This allows ample time for your paycheck to clear. Number 6. Start investing now. Investing is the process of purchasing assets or things with the intention of earning money or increasing in value. Investments are assets or things purchased with the intention of generating future prosperity. These items are frequently in the form of stocks or bonds, but they can also be in the form of real estate or other assets like cryptocurrencies or gold. Investing is not just beneficial, it is necessary for retirement. Not everyone saves for retirement, and even those who do may not be saving nearly enough to last the rest of their lives. According to a survey conducted by the Federal Reserve in 2020, roughly 25% of non-retirees are not preparing for retirement. However, everyone should invest to build wealth, beat inflation, and save for retirement and other financial goals. Investing does not require enormous sums of money to be saved. Compound interest allows you to profit from your initial investment as well as all accrued interest from previous periods. While everyone should invest, each person's investment approach is unique to their personal and financial objectives. Number 7. Renegotiate credit card debt. When money is tight, one of the first bills to fall behind on is credit card payments. Credit card debt is, after all, unsecured. Your car or property could be at jeopardy if you don't pay your auto loan or mortgage. Credit cards, on the other hand, are not the same. So how does credit card settlement work? Credit card settlement is a sort of debt negotiation that allows you to pay off your credit card for less than you owe. Although you may not be able to negotiate hardship choices or lower interest rates on your own, this is normally done through a third-party organization. You will be responsible for submitting payments to the debt settlement businesses and may have to pay additional costs for the service if you utilize one. Confirm how much you owe, review your options, call your credit card issuer, outline your terms, take detailed notes and follow-up if needed, get the agreement in writing. Consider how much money you'll be able to save each month if you don't have to worry about making minimum payments or attempting to pay off your debts. Due to a lack of funds and high interest rates, you will be able to begin collecting riches. That's it for today, guys. See you next time.